Top of the morning, traders. It is Tuesday, and we have a bit of excitement that's going to happen today that we could get a little bit of interesting trading with, and I'm sure everybody knows what it is. It is the finance meeting in Europe that is going to start in Greece. It happens at 1600 GMT, and that's 11 o'clock Eastern time. And there's expected to be some sort of decision about Greece, and it's varied from how there was going to be a lowering of debt, there's going to be giving them more money. Basically, when we have that, we're going to see probably quite a bit of volatility in the euro. We're either going to break above the current range top, which I think is at 128.25, or break back below 127.60, and we could get a little Momo from that point for the rest of the week. The other thing to keep a look at is the USC housing starts that comes out at 8:30, where we have expectations of 840,000 jobs. 840,000 housing starts in the U.S. And then for the remainder of the week into Wednesday, we still have the Great Britain minutes tomorrow night that we can, or depending where you're at, early European trading that we could look into getting into some trades with. Let's take a look at some of the majors, specifically the yen pairs, because if we look at the yen, you can see that it has continued to break higher after the Bank of Japan ministers met last night, and it was announced that they were going to add more quantitative easing, 1 trillion yen, which only comes out to be like $13 billion. So I'm surprised that the pair didn't drop back on that, because it has to be much less than you expected. I mean, if you consider that the U.S. is doing something like 40 billion a month in just in the mortgage-backed security area, that doesn't seem like that much for what used to be the second biggest economy in the world. So you can see that the pair is firming above the 80-60 level. But more importantly, let's look at the Euro JPY and the Great Britain JPY, because the Great Britain yen cross is trying to break above the significant support here at 129.69 and basically 130 area. And if we get a clear break of this, it'll be a break of a triple top, and it could be the beginning of a continued move higher for the pair, which would target a move all the way up to the, let's say 130, 170, followed by the 132.50 area. The Euro JPI, on the other hand, you can see has continued to move higher, and it is coming up on the support here at 104.780, let's say, and that is the 0.618 fib. We're going to be watching that price action there to see what we get going there and see if there's a bounce through it, or we could get a pushback lower from that level. Let's take a look at the euro, and interestingly enough, the pair has done nothing. As you can see, yesterday we went long this pair, and it basically drifted sideways for the majority of the day, and we had a pop higher starting at around the U.S. Open, and we moved up to the 128.19. We closed half the trade around these levels, and I was quite honestly expecting to continue to move up to 128.85, which we could still definitely get, but then we had the French downgrade, pushed the pair all the way down towards the actually back to where we entered the trade, and we entered at, I think, at 127.75. So we had to follow the trading system rules, and that gives us so the trade was closed out from that point on. What we're going to look for today, based on the news, is we're going to look for either a break of the 128.25, because if you look on a larger scale, that has capped the price action recently, and a break of this 128.25 level will open up the pair for a more measured move up to 128.85. And but if the news disappoints, we could see a pushback down lower. And if we get back below 127.80, we could be moving back towards the bottom of the range and ultimately the 127 level. So the news is going to dictate this price action in the short term. And in all realities, it seems as though the news is stacked to come out better than expected, and you would see the pair move higher, because it would just be on a relief rally. We'll have to see, though. We'll be looking to get into that after the finance meeting, and everything starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The Great Britain Pound USD still basically pivoting around 159.03. You can see it move down. It has just recently broke above the highs of that trend here at 159.25, but it's you can see obviously it's not grabbing momentum from that point. We will definitely be watching that to see what we get here. I would expect the pair to drop back in line towards the 159.03 in the short term. But what we're going to look for is we get a clear break. We're going to look for a move back up to the 159.60, a break to the downside, and so we're going to look for a move down towards the 158.08 level, or ultimately, I guess in the beginning, the 158.30 level. All right, let's see the Aussie. You can see this pair has been trading uninspired lately, and even after we had the release of the minutes yesterday, you can see that the minutes did state the point that they saw a need for more easing in the economy, and that there could be a slowing in the near. They're not the slowing. The interest rate cuts are still cycling through, and you can see that. The market has seen this as negative and has moved down 27 pips. What we're looking for is a breakback, obviously below this 50 pip here at 130.86. Then we could get a signal to go short, and we'd be looking for a target down to 103. New Zealand, you can see still playing the nice range top from yesterday, but it had a great recovery starting to start the week, so we could see consolidation here between 82 and 81.50 in this pair. And the CAD, it couldn't break above the 104 level. I'll read this here. Could not break above the range top at 10040. Could see range trading in the short term, beginning at the 0.9943. Hey, looks that's exactly what's happening. We're looking for some range trading here between the bottom at 0.9943 and the top of the range at 10040. So we could just see consolidation in the short term. All right, guys. So all eyes are going to be on this euro trade here, and a break of 128.25 with the finance meeting. We're also going to watch the euro JPY, because you can see it's right on the top and it's coming up to the 104.80, and the Great Britain JPY, same thing at the top. So the yen pairs are a little bit of interest today, and the Aussie, we're hoping to see I'm hoping to see a continued push lower, so we can get a signal to go short in this pair and get some price action movement here. So I'd like to make some pips this week. All right, everybody. Good luck trading. Keep a lookout on the Twitter feed, and don't hesitate to send me an email. Talk to you later. Or you can send me and if you send me anything on the Twitter feed, I'll get back to it as soon as I possibly can. All right, talk to you guys later.